Stand up against the back of the wall for me, Mohammed. That's it. I'm going to record this just to show that we haven't harmed you and you haven't kicked or punched or harmed us, okay? So I'm going to record it on my phone as evidence, okay?
Just so you're aware, there's also a camera there which is recording it.
Do you have any idea why we're here?
No, I didn't do anything wrong.
Okay, well,
I came from Kent.
I know. Well, we'll go through that. I'm going to ask you some questions and we'll go through that, okay? I say, can you explain to me why you're here today?
Yeah, I came to meet a girl. We meet on Facebook.
And how old's this girl?
I have no idea. I just saw a picture.
Don't lie to me, okay? From the start, do not lie to me, okay? How old is this girl?
She told me she's teenager, like 13 something.
13, yeah. So she's underage, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you shouldn't be meeting her. You shouldn't be talking to her the way you've been talking to her online, should you?
Yeah, I did talk to her, but I didn't know it is illegal.
It's illegal, yeah. She's under the age of 16. It's illegal for you to talk to this child the way you've been talking to her, okay? Sexually, yeah? Including sending pictures to her and requesting pictures of this child. Okay, so you're in a lot of trouble. Okay? The police are being called now. That lady's on the phone to the police. Okay? They will come today. Okay? They will arrest you and you'll be taken to the police station. Okay? They'll interview you. Hopefully you'll end up in prison. But that's for the police to discuss with you and you'll go to court, okay? I ain't interested in your sorries. I couldn't give a shit. You're here to meet a 13-year-old girl to have sex with that girl and have a relationship with her. You even wanted to book a hotel room tonight.
No.
Yes, you were going to book a hotel room. Why? Why would you want to book a hotel room with a 13-year-old child? Come on. You might as well be honest. The full chat that you've had with this child, yeah? Right from the start, when you added that child, right up until today, the pictures you've been sending of the red coat you had, that got wet, which is why it's in your bag, that you left the train station early this morning, didn't you? You've travelled 6 hours today from Kent. You spent £120 on a train ticket, didn't you? So 6 hours and £120 to come and meet a 13-year-old girl to have sex with her.
I thought we were in love.
She's 13 years old. How can you be in love with a 13-year-old girl? Why can't you speak with somebody your age?
I had no idea about the age and...
You did. She told you loads of times.
Yeah, but the thing is, I didn't realize it is illegal or underage of 16. I had no idea about that.
Well, in the UK it is, so it doesn't matter whether you know it is or don't know it is or are full of shit and pretending you don't know it. It doesn't matter. When you go to court, if you say, I didn't know it was illegal, it doesn't matter. If you go to prison... Okay, so my name's Neil. I'm from an online child protection team called Justice for Innocence, okay? Like we've explained, these two are security guys, just to keep it calm. And in case any of the public turn up and they want to get to you, because it's wrong for you to talk to children, isn't it? And people don't like that.
You were just talking to him now, was ya? How many pictures of your dick did you send? 6?
Speak up, come on.
You had plenty to say to this child. You even bombarded her with messages when she didn't reply quick enough. Now I want you to talk to me. Masturbation videos. How many? Pictures of your dick. Now the dick that you want to put inside this child tonight in a hotel.
So you know this child's young and little because you said to her, like, when you have sex with her, you're going to make your penis smaller. How'd you work that out?
So it doesn't hurt her? Yeah?
He said he didn't know it was illegal. The usual shit.
You didn't know it was illegal? Right.
That, just one more thing before she carries on. That paperwork in her hand there, like I was saying, it's the whole chat. Everything you've wrote to that child and she's wrote back to you from the start up until you got off that train.
Right, you didn't know it was illegal. So why, after every image, video, each time you mentioned meet, each time you mentioned that you was boyfriend and girlfriend, right, you was husband and wife, why did you tell her to delete messages? Why was you scared of her mum finding out? Don't tell anybody. Maintain secrecy in our relationship. Your words, not mine. We're like husband and wife, but only a secret. So I'm trying to understand. So if you didn't think it was illegal, why would you need to delete messages? Why was you scared of someone seeing you with this child today? Or if someone would tell her mum if they saw you together? Be fucking quiet now, are ya?
How old are you?
You wouldn't tell the child, would you, how old you was? Because age is just a number. Again, your words, not mine. Doesn't matter about age. But he was also speaking to a lady. Also, we know about that lady. You told her you was 30. That's why you didn't want to tell the child your age. You're going to teach her how to suck your dick while you play with her pussy. Why can't you look at me? Is it because you've been caught? And you've been found out of what you really are? A dirty bastard. Oh, by the way, police are on the way. So them 6 hours of travelling that you've done today and £120 that you've spent, which you'd like to tell the child that, didn't you? Because she's your queen and she's worth it. I hope this was worth it, that 120 quid that you've spent.
You get to see us, 120 quid, and you get to see our faces. Was it worth it?
You'll have to pull some extra shifts in at work to get the 120 quid. Oh wait, you know that menu that you sent to show where you worked? I'll be founding them and telling you I'm a dirty bastard as well. So, that's a big 120 quid loss.
You got any family in the UK? None. Does any of your family use Facebook? None of them, because you're live on Facebook now. So I said I was recording it, didn't I? It's live on Facebook, and at the moment you've got 2,000 people watching you.
I want to ask you something seriously now. You told this child you was talking to other girls. Are any of them under 16? Ali?
Have some respect. Look at the lady when she's speaking to you.
Are any of those other girls... Now, stick your sorry up your arse, I don't want it. Are any of those other girls that you're talking to under 16? No?
She was the person. I didn't know it would turn up like that. I'm just sorry.
But you did, because you kept telling her to delete messages. So you knew it was wrong. Why the big secret if it wasn't wrong? 29 times you asked her for pictures of her nipples and parts of her body. Trust me, you said. I showed you mine, now show me yours. Just do it. Bit of a bully, aren't you?
Do you like bullying children?
Do you want to have a go bullying me? See how far you get with that. What else have we got? Told her, don't you talk to no other boys. I can hear sirens. You even tell, see, I'm saying you don't think it was illegal, but you wanted a video caller, but he says don't talk though in case your mum hears ya. He was so worried about this girl's mum finding out. What if I was that girl's mum?
Imagine this guy stood next to you If this was that girl, little girl's dad, if we said to her, "This is the girl's dad you've been talking to," it isn't. But if this is that girl's dad, that 13-year-old little girl that you've been talking to and abusing online, we're going to go away now and leave you with her dad. Do you want to be left with this chap alone?
I'm so sorry.
Fucking eat you alive.
I'm so sorry. I'm
Yeah, it doesn't matter about your sorries.
so sorry.
Look at them pictures you sent to a little girl, 13. Look at them. You sent them. You took them. Look at them. All these videos here, look. You play. Don't keep saying sorry to Meg, so I don't want it. There's a little girl who's had to look at them. 13.
I realize my mistakes. I'm sorry. I'm ashamed. Sorry.
You should be ashamed. But it's too little too late. You shouldn't have done it in the first place, should ya? You shouldn't have travelled 6 hours to meet a child for the purpose of sex. Talking about hotel rooms. Telling her she's worth the money that you've spent. You'll do anything for her. You love her. You're in love with her. You've been talking for 2 weeks. And you've bombarded this kid with bullshit. The only reason you're hanging your head in shame now is because we're standing here and not that child. Because if that girl was standing here now with you, you'd be happy as fucking Larry, thinking about your dirty dick, wouldn't ya?
I'm so sorry. I'm just ashamed. Sorry.
We ain't interested in your sorries. And I couldn't give a shit that you're ashamed. We've been doing this for a long time now, and we stood in front of many people like you, all dirty bastards that talk to children online and think they're going to get away with it. And every one of them's been arrested, and they all go to court. What are you going to do if you end up going in prison? They don't like people like you, do they?
You will go to prison, by the way. You've travelled 6 hours to meet a child. You've sent indecent images. Oh, come on, please do. Come on. You will go to jail. Some people do get suspended sentences, you know, it is a thing, the justice system shit. But you've actually travelled 6 hours to meet a child. The amount of masturbation videos that you sent and indecent images that you sent, planning to book a hotel room, explaining what you're going to do to her, you will go to jail.
Just think all them big blokes in there that are in there for horrible things that are going to ask you what you're in for. And even if you don't tell them this, they'll find out. And then what do you think they're going to do to you? Even for the things that they're in for, no matter what it is, they hate people that abuse children. And that's you. And when you've been to court, you're going to be known as a paedophile. What you got your head down for? You ashamed? Not talking now, no? Saying a 13-year-old girl. You're pathetic.
What made me laugh, you told her, she said she was scared, didn't she? She said she was nervous about meeting you, because, you know, she's 13, she don't make a habit of meeting grown men who have sent her indecent images. You told her, you shouldn't be nervous, I'm the one that should be nervous, I'm travelling to meet you. Oh, what a shame. Shouldn't take me messaging her. I'll be very interested to see who these other girls that you're talking to. So we'll find out in the police, you know, because they seize all your phone. Then they'll contact Kent Police. They'll go and search your property. Take any technology that you've got that can connect to the internet. They'll take all that.
Ali, do you live with anyone? No.
No, he lives alone.
What are you getting upset for? Do you want a tissue?
Okay, Dad.
Ali, do me a favour. If you're genuinely sorry, stand up, grow a set of bollocks, and face that camera like a man. If you are genuinely sorry, do that for me. Because everybody wants to see your face, not the top of your cap.
What are you sorry for? Are you sorry for spending 120 quid?
I'm sorry for everything I've done.
Like what? What's everything you've done? You tell me. Come on, you're sorry. What are you actually sorry for? For the fact you might go to prison? For the fact you've lost your job? You at college as well?
Engineering student, yeah?
For the fact you won't be going to college no more? For the fact that it wasn't the child that you've met today? What is it you're sorry for? No point hiding your face. Ali,
See, this is what makes us think it's all lies, because you can't, you've done the crime, but you can't face it. So what are you actually sorry for? Wearing like grey trainers in this rain? I don't know. What are you sorry for? Which makes us think nothing.
just words, innit? I'm sorry. Ali, look at me. Simple question. What is it you're sorry for?
I'm sorry for everything.
Yeah, for everything. What? Talk to me. Everything what? We're not going to cry, are you? Look at me. What are you sorry for? Not just everything. What is it you're sorry for? What are you crying for?
I thought I was in love with her, but I think
It's just
everything I
fucking
did-
13 years old.
Everything I did was a big mistake of my life. I'm just sorry for everything. I'm sorry for the kid. I'm sorry for everything.
If you had a 13-year-old daughter of your own, yeah, and you looked at her phone and a man was talking to your daughter in this way and sending them pictures, what would you do?
I wouldn't like it.
You wouldn't like it, so why is it all right for you to do it? Huh?
I'm sorry, sir.
I don't give a shit about your sorries. Why is it all right for you to do it if another bloke couldn't do it if you had a daughter of this age?
I'm sorry too. My bad.
Listen, can you understand why we're doing what we do? Can you understand why we're doing it? Because today, you was going to rape a child. Because that is what it's classed as. You was planning to meet that child, put your penis in her vagina.
No.
You stated that. That is rape. Because she's under 16 and she cannot consent.
I was planning to go back. She told me she likes chicken and everything. I was like, okay, I'll spend some time with her. I'll go. I don't
So why are we
understand
talking about
why-
booking a hotel room?
Why are you sending her pictures of your dick? That's not chicken, is it?
Because I thought like I wouldn't be able to go at night, and that's why I wanted to stay there.
See, the thing we won't believe you now because
Sorry.
you're actually here. So anything that you said you was going to do, no,
I'm sorry.
there's a possibility because you're here. You was up at 6:45 this morning texting her. You're getting ready, all excited. 8 o'clock this morning you left the house, excited. Going to rape a child.
So you're saying that you got up this morning, shut up, you're saying you got up this morning to spend 6 hours on a train, spend 120 quid to come and have chicken with a 13-year-old girl. Is that what you're saying? And then because you couldn't go back tonight, you were going to stop in a hotel and perhaps go back tomorrow. Is that what you're saying you were going to do? Is that what you're saying you were going to do?
And so she said
Told me
what?
She's going to. Her mom is coming, and I said okay. Like I was just about to spend some time with her, and I would go. Otherwise, I would have to look for the ticket tonight, and I would go. And I never thought it would happen like that, and I'm just.
So
extremely
why am
sorry.
you saying? Have you had sex before? When she said no, because she was 13, you said you can have sex with me. I'll put my dick in your pussy. So if that wasn't the plan, why are you saying it? Because you were saying that you were going to meet her, and hey presto, you're here. So anything else that you said in that chat, you was going to do. You've done the first thing, you've turned up. So for you to say that you wasn't going to do anything else, I'm calling bullshit. You followed through with the first thing you turned up to meet a 13-year-old girl.
Here's the police for you. When they come over, stay there, okay? They're going to come over to you.
Penny finally dropped now.
It's a big pub scene, wouldn't you?
Is your mobile phone in your pocket? Your mobile phone, that's it. Leave it there. Is that in your pocket? Yeah? Okay. The police will want that. Have you ever looked on the internet for indecent pictures of children? Have you ever searched on the internet for pictures of underage children? No. Have you ever received any? Has anybody ever sent you any? No? So why are you asking this child for them constantly? You wanted them non-stop. Do you realise how much shit you're in? And you're 120 quid lighter as well.
There's still no chicken.
And you're going to spend the night in a prison cell as well. You ever been to a police station before? So the first time you're going to go is because you arranged to meet a 13-year-old child for sex. Have you been arrested for anything else at all before?
No matter what happens after court or jail or anything like that, nobody's going to want to employ you. No one's going to want to know you. You won't be allowed near any children whatsoever. And wherever you go in the country, people will recognise you.
And we'll keep watching you, whether you go to prison or not. As soon as you go back online, we'll be watching you again. So if you think, if you don't end up going to prison, that you can talk to another child, you're wrong.
I'm never gonna do this again.
Yeah, that's what they all say. But if you do, you'll see our faces again, or another team that do what we do, they'll be stood in front of you as well. Do you understand me? What do you want to say to this little girl?
Just extremely sorry.
For what?
Camera and say.
She's watching you with this now.
Extremely sorry.
She can't hear you.
I'm sorry, yes. Just extremely
I-
sorry.
Muhammad Ali, I'm very sorry.
I'm sorry for everything.
I- Muhammad Ali,
Muhammad Ali, I'm extremely sorry for everything.
for what?
For all this.
What are you crying for?
Do you even know what it does to a child? Kids commit suicide because of this.
Just so you can get your 30-second fucking kick.
They can't deal with it, so some of them have drugs. They start drinking heavily. But
First tear down.
you didn't care about that, did you? You don't give a shit about that child that you're talking to. It's just all about you.
Yeah, he's fine as well.
Oh look what's just pulled up.
It's a taxi.
Got a van as well.
I hope, for your sake, that this is the shock you need, Ali.
In the
Because
van
if
as well.
don't- Sorry, mate. If I have to come out with these guys again, don't think next time I'm going to be so nice. This better be the fucking wake-up call you need. Yeah, gents.
Got his phone in his pocket. If you bear with the guys, they're just searching him and having a look in his bag before getting going into the van. We had a crier there, we thought we would. We'll say all the thank yous in a minute, but the decoy on this one absolutely smashed it. Massive well done. Worth it in the end. It's Muhammad Ali, 30-year-old from Kent. Travelled 6 hours today on the train. Spent 120 quid out of his pocket to meet a 13-year-old girl who said he was in love with, wanted a relationship with, came here for the intention of having sex with her. Obviously didn't expect us. We did have Leanne back out with us today after 9 months out, having a baby. She was itching to get back out, so a nice local one to us today. She wanted to let loose on one of them. This guy had a vile chat, so ideal. Nice quick response from the police. Car and a van. Coppers are being great. Thanks for everybody who's watched this and shared it. 6 hours from Kent to the Midlands. I won't say where we are, but it's the Midlands that he's travelled to. We even both left the little one at home today to come out and do this. I think having your own makes you even more passionate about doing this. And I was saying, I was going to get him in the van when he goes, but whatever.
No, it's all good. Oh, will you? Don't mind if I do?
Have a celebrate.
Alright then.
No, I'm good.
Fucking hell, what have you done to him?
We don't want to smoke, so we'll say that.
3 times I've offered you. You've said no. Where's Neil gone?
Sticking everything he's got in evidence bags. Massive well done again to Chica Decoy on this one from our own team. She's absolutely smashed it. It's been vile. I think we're going to get the little one trained up to take over when he's old enough. Keep catching these bastards. Better bombing. That was a load, wasn't there?
Somebody made him cry for you, so is that alright?
drop.
Huh?
Starting to drop.
Yeah,
It's 2K.
What was it?
Search on those. So Muhammad Ali, aged 30, from Kent, travelled 6 hours on a train this morning. Spent £120 on his train ticket to meet a 13-year-old girl who he said he's in love with, and to meet her today for sexual purposes. He was going to book a hotel room for the two of them tonight as well, and travel home tomorrow. And there he goes, another one done. Massive well done again, Chica Decoy smashed this one. And that's just done. Luckily the rain held off and we're off home now. Go and pick up little one. Thanks everybody for following. Take care, bye.